It's already taken care of.
Fuck me.
No, we'll see about that. Show what you're made of! Punishment by the... No chance. I'll hack you up like you Come on, show yourself!
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Fuck you! What do you want?
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces. I've been waiting for you. Right between the
Punishment by
eyes.
the blade! My favorite!
It's a wonder you're still standing.
We do with criminals, bastards!
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
I'll kill you!
I can't see it!
Go fuck yourself! Take that
Don't
fucker!
think I won't cut you to pieces.
Bring it home! Die, you wretch!
Get the fuck!
Now you see what we do with criminals, bastard!
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
Small escort so the garrison is slightly weakened. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Jeppel, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Franz, run along back to the garden and get some sleep so you don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
The rest of you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, Conrad.
Beat that. That cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guest. I gave her the key so I wouldn't have to fuck around with it myself.
Don't worry. It's already taken care of. I saw her taking it to me.
Well, that's great. That woman must be the only one I can rely on.
Wait!
I don't know you. You definitely... I'm going for the go...
Don't go anywhere. I came with a message from King Sigismund. It was a...
Forgive, I wasn't expecting you, but you can look around...
Thank you. Tell me, I've heard you've got a captive lord here, Hans Capon of Lipa.
True, sir. Some very important fella. But I only bring him food. Lord von Burgo can tell you more when he...
I'd like to stay...
Certainly, sir. Go and see Lady Ophelia on the second floor. She'll take care of you.
All right. Thanks.
Wait a moment, sir. Sometimes the fortress is locked for the night. Here, so you can get in, sir.
Very well. I would like to talk to him. Without Lord von would it be possible?
I'm sorry, sir, but...
Well, I'm sure we can work it out, eh? I'll gladly reward you, sir.
Well, perhaps. So here's the key from his room. It's at the top of the fortress.
Thanks very much. That'll be all. I wish you well.
Eh?
lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell.
Wait.
What the devil are you doing in my guards?
Easy, my lady. Vincent von Kumberg. Unfortunately, we missed each other.
Oh, Lady Ophelia. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I was originally heading to Kuttenberg, but it was getting dark, so I thought I'd come and surprise Lord von Ber—
Well, you sir, but I'm sure you must be tired after your—
Thank you. You're too kind. I would like to rest my head for a while.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. How did you... What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Well, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service. Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Bergov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique. Very cunning.
And so far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky von Bergov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I have some horses ready there. We'll be gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable. I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like that once during the siege of Arezzo. So, what are we waiting for? On y va?
Wait. A passageway, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of water in it to wade through, but nothing we can't handle.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What?
Let me repeat. No passageway for me. It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
Don't worry. Just trust me. Remember what I said at Trotsky? I won't allow anything to happen to you.
I remember. But if I faint or go mad in that passageway, I'll put you in danger too. And I'm not going to let that happen.
Now relax. We'll manage it together.
Henry, I mean it. You have to trust me on this one.
All right. I do.
Un moment. Henri, you said that von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes?
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have to get to them. But I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. But we simply had no other choice.
That's a wonderful plan. No passageways. But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although I would be satisfied with something local.
Thanks, Henry.
A nice piece.
I don't have another way.
C'est incroyable.
Don't complain. Henry?
I'll go ahead.
And how we...
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
Agreed. Good.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is...
True.
Précisément.
Right.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
What's that? Von Bergov's men stink like rotten fish.
Eh bien, I will watch the stairs if Monsieur le Chapon so insists.
I'm gonna bash your face in. Show your stuff. Now you'll see what we do. Punishment by the blade.
Mary, Mother of God!
Hey, get him! Don't think I won't take you. What do you want?
The pillory is too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot. Show your stuff.
By the way, my favorite.
Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastards. I'll rip your ass off to pieces. Show your stuff. Ah, fuck that.
Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side. Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses.
I must admit, mes amis,
The last time I had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
We, monsieur, are surely brave, and fortune favors the brave. Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service. Mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vocula?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vocla... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's your plan, Sir Baron?
An heroic deed about which odes shall one day be composed, similar to my feat in the famous Battle of Arezzo.
But what would you do now?
What if we were to journey to Vienne? We could assemble a company and liberate le roi Wenceslas.
That would be excellent. If the king were to return, the nobility would definitely support him. Sigismund would have to withdraw.
Précisément. And what is more, our names would be sung throughout the kingdom. Undoubtedly, we would also earn a rich reward too. Then I would invite the best stonemason from France and build Monsieur Chapeau a castle that even Chevalier Hanush would envy.
You must be mad. You've been free less than a day, and you're already thinking up ways to get yourself killed. I'd rather endure Hanush's preaching about my incompetence than listen to this chatter. We'll see what happens next. But the first thing that I need is to get good and drunk. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah! Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war. It's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. Or whether wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes, but we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Yeah!
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zhishka is actually our ally.
Zhishka. He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's some impoverished yeoman. But he's handy in a battle, and he helped us when we needed it.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabors. Why Rabors? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Now, if we had one of our people at that assembly, we'd get Sigismund's plans nice and fresh. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
My very words. And I know exactly who to send. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it. Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book. fucker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You're dead! You want to try? Enough! Let me live! There'll be no fight! To hell with you! Victory or death!
Greetings.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
You're giving it away for free.
My vineyard is new, and the folks. So I.
Free?
My thoughts. I'm curious. What?
Well,
Forgive me, Goodman, but say no more. In vino veritas, an idiot whose wife and my wife. If it wasn't for those.
is there anything up?
With the dog pissing in my boots. Piss. Oh, I see.
No.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I'm head.
Maybe you could help someone. The monk people come.
Right.
No, the and this. If you. Excellent. I'm sure. When I.
What's
the book Miss Ad, which has.
If
it had let, but have since then.
And you want?
Well, had let a man like. Great.
Do you have
them? Do you have?
I'll get right.
You look like. Farewell.
Excuse me.
My respect.
Church is rotten. Hear what Master Yan...
Excuse me?
I apologize.
By the way,
My favorite book. Pray.
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and...
Actually not.
That's too bad. I think you would like it.
Why do you think so?
I just think you might find some common ground with the author. Not in absolutely everything, of course. That's just not possible. But in basic matters, I believe you do. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know?
I've been through quite a bit, but I never thought of writing it down.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers.
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. I'll take careful notes of everything.
There are heaps of stories about men, so I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only if she's too clever and thinks she knows everything.
So you're another man who thinks a woman's tongue is a useless organ.
Why do you make everything about yourself? I thought you wanted to write.
Very well. Forgive me. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she...
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh.
Well, let's have...
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think especially if you'll be...
What?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Well, now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward. what about that story of ours?
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really? I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And
Well. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl. I'd like to get to know you a little better.
no beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
You said you could teach me.
If you ask nicely.
Very well then, lady.
That depends, or if you prefer action. But I warn you in advance, so.
I'd like you.
I prefer.
Will you teach?
Always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Buying a rowboat, or maybe a punt. Do you want a boat for? Greetings to you too. May God give you health.
Go away, lad. You've no business being here. Guten Tag. Was brauchst?
I'd like.
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens.
That's a very.
And so it should be.
You can tell.
It seems
I'm an
for someone.
No,
You don't. You think?
Of course.
Thank.
Don't worry.
Bis bald.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your...
Henry.
A nice name.
Pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of
Casper? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father.
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. Bushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world.
When we were friends, and now he wants it back?
Casper really needs that.
And I need a...
Casper wants to find out what the monks put in their monastery wine. Havel the innkeeper might know, but he won't...
Havel from the Emperor Charles Tavern? What does...
That's the one. I need to pose as a wine connoisseur to pry some information out of Havel. But I don't know much about wine, so I need... It sounds crazy, I know.
It sounds like the plot of a play. Typical Casper. And now I'm to be a co-conspirator. I'm glad I can at least be part of this little adventure. I don't get to have much fun now. Here's Casper's book. Tell him not to give up. I'm sure his plan will work out.
Thank you, miss. I'll tell him what you said.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
Good to see you.
Nice and slow.